Welcome back, crew. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe, keep up to date with what I'm trying to put out to you guys. So, quick little video today. What I wanted to talk about was two things. I wanted to chat about Mallory O'Brien, the Rookie of the Year from last year's CrossFit Games, phenomenal athlete, came into the sport roaring hot. Okay, we saw this amazing athlete come through, and then in one of the events, the thruster one, the wall walks one, she actually beat Tia in that workout and won that event, which was super cool to see considering that she's only 18 years of age. So I wanted to talk about her. So like I said, she was Rookie of the Year at last year's CrossFit Games. So when she was competing at the CrossFit Games last year, her coach was James Townsend. Now, shortly after the CrossFit Games, we noticed that in her social media and stuff that she was regularly coming and going and training with Matt Fraser and at his training camps and stuff. Now this kind of rose a little bit of suspicion, and then also we saw on one of James Townsend's posts saying that he had been betrayed. Now it then came out that Mallory O'Brien has actually joined Matt Fraser's Hard Work Pays Off training team. So along with Jason Hopper, she's also on the team with Justin Medeiros as well. So what I want to talk about is Mallory O'Brien. She's obviously made it to the CrossFit Games. There was nothing wrong with the coaching, what she had from James Townsend. And then obviously she's gone to Matt Fraser's team. Now, I'm not a professional athlete and I am not in the sport. I just talk about it and stuff and just casually do it for fun. So I don't really understand why she would leave someone that she's already having success with. Like, you would think that maybe she would give it another year with James Townsend and see where she could go with her current leadership that she was already getting. Or maybe she thought that if she goes to the best in the world, like Matt Fraser is the best in the world at CrossFit, and even now he probably still could be if he wanted to be, even though he's retired. Maybe she feels that she needs to get coaching from someone who is that good. So that could have been her reasoning behind that. So she actually just released a post letting everyone know that she's actually going to be relocating. So she's moving to Vermont so that she can be trained consistently under the watchful eyes of Matt Fraser as part of the Hard Work Trains Off team. Now it does say, so this is what the post says. So something Matt Fraser told me a while back: a happy competitor is a dangerous competitor. And it's been something I've thought about every day since. So maybe she wasn't happy in her location of where she currently was training at. I do know that she did relocate to where James Townsend's gym was located initially when she was a teen competing at the CrossFit Games. So maybe that was the same kind of experience that she needs to be able to go to the next level at the CrossFit Games. Then she goes on to say, I'll be making a move to Vermont in a few short days, and it feels so surreal to know I have the absolute best team in the world behind me this season and beyond. I plan to have my happiest and healthiest year. I cannot wait to see what the next few months bring for me as a person and an athlete. So it'll be interesting to see whether this change is going to be a good change for her or whether or not it's going to be a little bit of a upset coming into the new season. However, I think that when you have Matt Fraser as your coach, anything's possible. And I think that she already has proven that anything's possible. And with her attitude that she has towards training, she is definitely one of the next big things. So the other thing I want to talk about was, obviously yesterday I spoke about how Dave Castro was released from CrossFit, and Justin Berg has actually taken over as the new CrossFit General Manager of Sport. So he's sent out a message to everyone who's participated, I guess, in CrossFit. So obviously when you sign up for the Opens and you give your email address and stuff. So they've then sent out emails to everyone. Now, in it was interesting to read about the programming. So a lot of people since Dave Castro was released have been wondering about what is going to happen with the programming. I thought that this was really interesting to see that this is what it says. So finally, we've heard that workout programming is at the top of everyone's mind, that our athletes train for the unknown and not for specific tests that never change. It's unique to our sport. We understand the responsibility to honor both the test of fitness and the athlete experience, and that the programming at each stage of the competition has to be appropriate to the capacity of those athletes. For now, know that it is and will remain in the hands of an extremely experienced team led by Adrian Bosman. Closer to the Open, we're excited to discuss more of the thinking that goes into programming, and we'll continue that conversation throughout the season. Now, for some of you guys who don't know, Adrian Bosman has been the head judge for the CrossFit Games forever. So it's interesting to see that they've handed that side off to Adrian Bosman. So I wonder who will then, if he's doing that role, who's then going to become the head judge for the CrossFit Games? Or is he going to be doing both roles? So it'll be interesting to see whether or not his ideas and thoughts have come and are similar to Dave Castro's style of programming, or whether or not he's going to create something totally different in the sport. However, it's exciting times for CrossFit. They are sending out a lot of communication. They are keeping people up to date. So it'll be interesting to see what this season's going to be like. That's all I've got for you guys today. Once again, hit that like button, subscribe, keep up to date with what I'm trying to put out there. Thanks guys. See yous.